From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Naira Ahmed. After months of experts warning of famine, Israel's military has announced airdrops of aid will begin on Saturday night in Gaza, also announcing humanitarian corridors will be established for United Nations convoys. Canada was among the countries who issued a joint statement last week, in part calling Israel's aid distribution system dangerous and horrifying that over 1,000 people have been killed while seeking aid, as reported by the UN Human Rights Office. The Israeli military asserted that there is no starvation in the territory and did not say where the airdrops or humanitarian corridors would be. The latest child to starve to death in Gaza weighed less than when she was born, as doctors and aid workers blame the growing hunger on Israel's restrictions of the entry of aid. 1 year after a shooting seriously injured members of Nova Scotia's Black community, the Africville reunion is happening again with safety measures. Last July, a reunion of former residents of a historic community in Halifax was marred by shots that injured 5 people. Organizers say the community has returned in force and is celebrating the 42nd anniversary of the 4-day gathering in the city's North End. The event brings together hundreds of former residents and their descendants to gather to recall the Black community that was demolished at the site in the 1960s. Turning to tariffs now, U.S. President Donald Trump is doubting the prospects of reaching a new trade agreement with Canada.
Trump says his administration has not had a lot of luck with Canadian negotiators and warned steep tariffs could be coming August 1st. Trump told reporters that a trade deal with Canada may not happen in time, hinting he was prepared to impose significant duties on Canadian imports. This from Trump comes after he formally issued a letter to Prime Minister Mark Carney warning of 35% tariffs on Canadian goods outside the Canada-US-Mexico agreement. The U.S. has already imposed levies on Canadian steel, aluminum, and automotive products and has signaled intent to introduce tariffs on copper as early as August. David Bowles, The Canadian Press.
Trains are moving again in southwestern Ontario after a Canadian National Railway train derailed yesterday. The freight derailment near Brantford, Ontario halted passenger train service, but Via Rail now says it has received line clearance. About 24 CN rail cars and 1 locomotive derailed and remained upright Friday. The Transportation Safety Board of Canada is investigating. And the air quality in Montreal is among the worst in the world due to wildfires burning in the prairies. Environment Canada has issued air quality warnings across southern Quebec, warning people to limit their time outdoors and reschedule outdoor events. Air quality in Quebec is expected to improve this evening and reach more normal levels on Sunday before the smoke moved towards New Brunswick and the northeastern United States. The weather agency has also issued a multi-day heat event for parts of Ontario and Quebec, set to begin Sunday with the humidex that will make it feel like it's as high as 42 degrees Celsius. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Toronto Blue Jays are the best team in baseball and hope to keep that momentum going tonight when they continue their series in Detroit. The Blue Jays are a Major League best 62-42 on the season with back-to-back victories over the Tigers. The National League's Milwaukee Brewers have the second-best record in the Bigs. The Toronto Argonauts and Winnipeg Blue Bombers face each other tonight at BMO Field, hoping to get off 2-game skids. The Bombers have fallen to 3-2 after a hot start to the season. The defending champion Argos, meanwhile, have a 1-5 record. And Eugenie Bouchard's final tennis tournament will begin against Colombia's Emiliana Arango at the National Bank Open in Montreal. The 31-year-old announced she will retire at the end of her hometown event. A record 8 Canadian women will compete in the main draw of the tournament. Among them is Bianca Andreescu of Mississauga, Ontario, who won the tournament in 2019 in Toronto, as well as the Val Quebec's Leila Fernandez. First-round matches get underway tomorrow. From the Canadian Press, I'm Naira Ahmed.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.